We need to take a break.
Okay.
Okay? But I want you to think about what you said. That God didn't stop my father from molesting me because he didn't want to impede on free will. Think about that. Put yourself in my shoes. Put yourself in my shoes at 5 years old, looking back over your shoulder and looking to the face of your biological father. As he,
I can't even.
No. As he molests you. And then tell me that you're okay with your God not intervening because he didn't want to impede on your father's free will. On that note, I'm going to take a break.
Yes, sir.
Folks, we're going to take us a break, and we come back in this last hour. We want to give our friend Lee here. And Lee, thank you, buddy. I know it's been tough. Thank you for hanging in there with us. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for hanging in.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We kind of threw you to the fire.
That's all right.
Okay. But I hope that we didn't do anything to offend you or to upset you.
No, sir.
Okay. Because I really do greatly appreciate you being here. So
I'm glad to be here.
All right, folks, we're going to take us a break. And when we get back, we're going to let our good friend Lee here ask any questions he may have. And if you don't have any, then hang on, let me turn your mic on.
How you going to mute me?
Because you went to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You went to the bathroom and I didn't want to sound
Well, you
like
didn't
toilet
have to
flushing.
announce to the whole,
You ask, why did you mute me? And I'm honest. Because you flushed the toilet. And I didn't want that coming over the sound of the radio here. So Lee, if you have some questions for us, think about it, buddy. I told you no topic is off the table.
Well, like I said, if he doesn't, well, actually, when we do come back, I do have a question.
Okay. All right. And we're going to take a breather, and we're going to try to lighten this a little bit. Okay? So,
Cool.
Y'all, we'll be right back. All right, welcome back to No Religion Required. My voice is starting to go on me. Yo, I've really been battling.
I think you're being punished.
That's not funny. Jeremiah was drinking a shot.
All right. Well, we want to welcome back our Christian friend Lee. Are you back with us, brother?
Yes, sir.
You know what? I want to thank you, man, for sticking in there with us and for standing in the fire with us.
I wish I had something that I could just say that would help, and there's not a thing in this world I could ever say that was going to help the situation that you went through.
Well,
and that really sucks.
Yeah, thank you for that, because I have presented that. I presented that to a pastor friend of mine, and do you know the answer he gave me?
I almost don't know if I want to know.
He told me that the reason it happened to me was because we live in a fallen world. He blamed a fallen world on me being molested for years.
Well, we do live in a fallen world, but
that doesn't
constitute blame on your part. You were blameless in it.
Which is why I asked about my free will. I didn't have any. Any free will was taken from me the moment he pinned me down.
Yeah, it was.
And my point was that God, who is supposedly supposed to love me more than anything in this world, that said, I'll keep you from harm, I'll make sure nothing happens to you, that you are precious to me, stood by and did nothing. And 1 second, Lee, God could have taken that desire out of my dad. With a snap of a finger, he could have taken it. And it never would have happened. But I question that. I question, do you really love me? Okay? Now, Jeremiah's right.
I understand that entirely.
We want to lighten things up in this segment.
Quote, unquote. I want to lighten things up next
Shut
segment,
up,
Bobby.
That's me typing in the chat room.
Yes, that is Jeremiah typing in the chat room.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay. This next, I don't know, half hour, 40 minutes is all yours, sir. Did you have any questions for us?
Honestly, after that last segment, it's an emotional roller coaster. My brain's just trying to re-engage at this point.
Well,
I mean, if nothing else, I think he should if you want to talk about anything, you don't even have to ask us questions.
It don't have to be a question, just anything.
Like, I wouldn't want preaching for 5 minutes.
No, because look, as much as I love you, you are not using my show as a platform for that.
No, I wouldn't do that anyway. That would be totally inappropriate.
Yeah.
I mean, we could also talk about Firefly. I like Firefly. It's a great show.
You know what? I'm really mad that they canceled Firefly.
Oh, man, here we go.
See, I like this guy.
Look, me too. You know, I really
it's
do.
A space cowboy. Come on.
Well, I'll tell you what. Would you like to talk about traditional marriage versus same-sex marriage? But first,
we could go for that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be. But first, Ashley wants to talk about something. Do you remember when I emailed you that?
I think it was the start of y'all's conversation.
The very start of our conversation.
Excuse me, y'all's
yes,
friendship.
It was, and I knew this was coming.
Okay. And look,
did you honestly think you were going to get out of this show without me asking?
I wasn't.
Nope.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but I'm telling you, Ashley would not let me sleep through the night if I don't. Okay,
yeah, I actually thought it was going to come up earlier.
No. Oh, he would sleep through the night.
Okay.
He'd probably sleep through the night very comfortably.
With a cast iron pan.
Just in the wrong bed.
Right. Folks, I know you're wondering what we're talking about. So, it's up. Would you like me to just talk about it, Lee? Would you like to tell them?
Well, it was. I just call it my blunder. Basically, I kind of hit a little thing on one of my teachings where I was talking about women in abusive relationships, and I gave this little. I was like doing like a mock impression. I said something along the lines of, "Why are you staying with him? He's being abusive." "'Cause I love him." "You're stupid, but I love him." And then I responded with, "No, you're just being stupid." Or no, I said, "You're just stupid."
Right.
Was exactly what I said.
Right. You called women in abusive relationships stupid.
Yes. Which, when Bobby pointed it out, I'm like, I really need to go back and like fix that somehow, because I realize now how it sounds, and it's really not at all what I was intending to say.
So, what were you intending to say? I will give you an opportunity right now on live radio in front of countries after countries after countries to correct that.
Yes, because I'm coming out of, I'm not coming out. I've been out of.
I was going to say, you've been out of your 11-year abusive relationship about 5 years.
Yeah. So, because people will start thinking Bobby's abusing her.
No. I am going to abuse her because I'm going to marry her.
There you go. Good job.
You just announced that on the radio show?
I did. Folks, Ashley.
Good stuff.
Is that a proposal?
Guys, yes, that is. Ashley and I have decided to get married.
Outstanding. Congratulations.
Thank you. And we are not doing it before the eyes of God. We're having a secular wedding. But yes, I will put it out on the radio. Ashley and I have decided to get married. So I am going to abuse you for the rest of your life. You have to deal with me.
Yes, we are actually looking at October of next year.
Yeah.
So Morgan just said invite me to the wedding. Well, real quick, if anybody would like to attend the wedding, shoot us an email, because I'm actually in the process of getting the guest list up.
Yes.
And you know what? I want my chosen family to be there.
And you guys are our chosen family.
My birth family will be there. I don't care, but I want my... Bobby C will have to stop sending me nudie pics if they're married. No, he don't. He can still send them.
Yes, because Joey loves those nude pics of you.
So, but yeah, if y'all want to be invited, just shoot us an email so that way I can send you the invitation and details. So,
okay, good. I'm working on sending that email right now.
All right, and listen, any listener that lives within driving distance of this show is more than welcome, and even listeners that's willing to take a plane, y'all come on down. But okay. Miss Ashley, we want to give Lee an opportunity to correct his blunder.
Yes, please do.
Okay. I just want to say first off, Miss Ashley, you must be a glutton for punishment if you really want to marry him.
Yes, she is.
No, I think Bobby is, to be honest.
Thank you. Somebody understands my position.
I have to take her side. It's a default. I can't help it.
Oh, he's sucking up now, Miss Ashley.
Okay. Well, whenever we first started corresponding over email, it became very apparent to me that what I said came across as that I was actually calling women like intellectually or intelligently stupid, and that's really not at all what I was trying to say not by any means of the imagination. I guess in the moment, from my perspective, it's more of it is a stupid thing to stay in an abusive relationship.
But what
I did not actually mean it to be that the woman herself is like stupid, because obviously Miss Ashley is incredibly intelligent.
Yeah, 4.0 in college, buddy. She's not
yeah.
stupid. But
so it's like that's not what I wasn't trying to attack women at all.
I understand. But what does a woman do, Lee, that is stuck in a relationship and cannot get out of it, whether it's because of fear of losing her life or because finances just won't allow it? What is she to do?
And you can't turn to God, because I did that.
And it didn't work. God showed up for her the same way he showed up for me.
Matter of fact, my whole family, just so you know, not only did God not show up for me, but my whole family didn't either. And that was my birth family. My birth family decided, you know what? We don't want to get involved in this, so we're just not going to speak to her for 11 years.
That's really horrible.
So what does a woman do, Lee?
Honestly, I don't know. I understand the principal reason why women who usually stay in, and usually it's because they think they'll change or something like that.
Okay.
And I don't really know if that's really what it was, and I don't know how, because I've never been in that situation. I don't know what the exit strategy is or should be.
Right.
I mean, I know it happens. I don't know how to fix it though.
Well,
I mean,
I don't think it's up to you to fix it, Lee.
Well, that's just my person. I want to fix it.
Everybody does. Look, I am thankful that I was able to help Ashley get out of it. You know, and I'm not saying that to pat myself on the back. She and I went through hell the first year with her ex. Okay? But I can't stand and say that she's stupid for staying.
No, and I did not mean to say that. I really did not.
I know. No, and trust me, I know that. But I can't look at a woman that's in an abusive relationship and go, well, sucks to be you.
That's the problem. That never should have happened. Anybody who found out about it should have been ready to go over there and half beat him to death or do whatever it took to get her out of the situation, to help.
Right.
And nobody did. And that's where the travesty comes in, is that somebody was supposed to have done that.
Do you know why my grandparents stepped away? The reason, my grandparents were very religious, went to church every Sunday, was active in the church. I mean, my grandfather was head of maintenance. My grandmother was the secretary to the pastor. I mean, and, you know, they would go and say, you know, what can we do to help our granddaughter? And they were told, you know what? Pray. And it's God's will for this to happen. She must have done something wrong to have deserved this. So for 11 years, I walked around thinking, what have I done wrong, and when will my punishment be over?
It's because Eve ate of the tree.
No, that's because I have birth pains.
It is a falling world. The same thing I heard. That is essentially what they're saying to you.
That right there is the perfect example of a difference between people who are religious and Christians. An actual Christian person would have done what Christ would have done. Christ, when he was here as a man, he would not have permitted that. He stopped the death of the woman who they said we should stone her for being in adultery. He's like, okay, whoever's a sin cast the first stone. He prevented her death because it was not right that she should be put to death for that. And it's like he would have stopped it if he had been here.
Right.
And that's what Christians are supposed to do, not religious people. Religious people get caught up in their doctrine. Oh, she must have done something to deserve it. That's bullcrap. Okay. That doesn't say, it's not in the Bible anywhere that people deserve this thing to happen to them, and that's why it's happening. Okay. That's total bullcrap.
Oh, trust me, I agree. I agree with you 100%, because the way I see it is God could have stopped it too and didn't.
Look, I was a firm believer in Christ when all this was going on. Like I said, I walked around believing that I was being punished for something that I had done in my past, you know, and I prayed and I prayed. I mean, I remember sitting in a closet crying my ears out going, God, please help me. And he never showed up.
No, it's the same thing for me. Whenever I realized I was losing my faith, I got on my knees every night crying and begging, going, God, please help me. I'm losing my faith. Help me. Just give me something. Give me something to let me know you're real. And I did that for years, Lee, begging God, to give me something, and he never